The third season of AMC's television series The Walking Dead premiered on October 14, 2012, and concluded on March 31, 2013, consisting of 16 episodes. The series is based on the series of comic books of the same name by Robert Kirkman, Tony Moore, and Charlie Adlard. It was developed for television by Frank Darabont and is executive produced by Kirkman, Glen Mazzara, David Alpert, and Gale Anne Hurd. As in the comics, the season is set in both an abandoned prison and an active rural town of survivors. It introduces several notable characters from the comics, including the governor, Michonne, Axel, and Tyreese. The season follows Rick Grimes assuming a dictatorial-like leadership over his group of survivors as they survive in a world infested with zombies, called walkers in the series. The group inhabits a large, fortified prison, but this security is threatened by the nearby community of Woodbury, led by the nefarious governor. Cast. Main cast. The third season features 10 actors receiving opening credits billing, with 8 returning from the previous season and 2 new cast members introduced. 6 were listed as main cast members in the second season, while Lauren Cohen and Michael Rooker are promoted from recurring status, and Danai Gurira and David Morrissey are added to the main cast as Michonne and the Governor, respectively. Scott Wilson is also promoted to series regular, however also like Melissa McBride is credited as also starring. Andrew Lincoln portrays the series protagonist Rick Grimes, a former deputy sheriff who has established himself as the group's leader. Sarah Wayne Callies portrays Lori Grimes, Rick's wife and Carl's mother. Laurie Holden portrays Andrea, a former successful civil rights attorney, who was separated from the group at the end of the second season. Norman Reedus portrays Daryl Dixon, an anti-hero-like southern redneck who's also the group's primary hunter. He has become Rick's right-hand man and closest ally since Shane's death. Stephen Yeun portrays Glenn Rhee, a former pizza delivery boy. Lauren Cohen portrays Maggie Green, Herschel's elder daughter and Glenn's girlfriend. Chandler Riggs portrays Carl Grimes, Rick and Laurie's young son. Danai Gurira portrays Michonne, the katana-wielding hooded figure who saves Andrea in the Season 2 finale and a prominently featured character in the comic series. Michael Rooker portrays Merle Dixon, an unruly southern redneck and Daryl's older brother. David Morrissey portrays the governor, leader of the town Woodbury and the main antagonist of the season. Melissa McBride portrays Carol Pelletier, a former victim of domestic abuse who is now the last surviving member of her family. Scott Wilson portrays Herschel Green, a religious farmer and trained veterinarian. Supporting cast, Emily Kinney portrays Beth Green, Herschel's younger daughter and Maggie's half-sister. Jose Pablo Cantillo portrays Cesar Martinez, one of the governor's men. Dallas Roberts portrays Milton Mamet, a scientist who studies the walkers. Travis Love portrays Shumpert, a silent bow-using member of the Woodbury Army. Lou Temple portrays Axel, an inmate, found by the group in the prison. Vincent Ward portrays Oscar, a former burglar, found in the prison. Daniel Thomas May portrays Alan, part of Tyreese's group. Chad L. Coleman portrays Tyreese, a survivor leading a small group of people to safety. Sonequa Martin Green portrays Sasha, Tyreese's sister. Tyler Chase portrays Ben, Alan's teenage son. Melissa Poncio portrays Karen, a Woodbury citizen. Ione Singleton portrays Theodore T. Dog Douglas, a well-intentioned survivor of the original Atlanta group who struggles to prove his worth to the group. Mark Isemore as Andrew, the smallest and weakest of the prisoners which Rick's group encounters. Alexa Nicholas portrays Haley, a female Woodbury guard. Lawrence Cow as Tim, a member of the Woodbury Army. Arthur Bridges as Crowley, a member of the Woodbury Army. Donzali Abernathy portrays Dr. Stevens, a doctor living in Woodbury. Julio Cesar Cedillo portrays Lieutenant Wells, a member of a group of military personnel who was involved in a helicopter crash. Nick Gomez as Tormers, the leader of a group of prisoners who survived within the prison. Theodus Crane as Big Tiny, the largest of the Tormers group of prisoners. Lenny James as Morgan Jones, one of the first people Rick encountered after awakening from his coma. Emma Bell as Amy, Andrea's deceased younger sister. John Bernthal as Shane Walsh, Rick's former fellow deputy sheriff and best friend, who was killed by Rick and Carl in the second season and reappears as a hallucination of Rick. Jerrell Prescott Sales as Jackie, a former employee of the City of Atlanta, and a deceased member of the group. Andrew Rothenberg as Jim, a deceased member of the group. Production: AMC renewed The Walking Dead for a third season on October 25, 2011 after the Season 2 premiere broke cable ratings records in the 18-49 demographic. On January 14, 2012, AMC announced that the third season will contain 16 episodes. Filming for the season began in May 2012 in Coweta County, Georgia, with the city of Senoia being used as the filming location for the town of Woodbury. Ernest Dickerson directed the season premiere episode. Greg Nicotero, co-executive producer and special makeup effects artist on the series, directed the fifth episode of Season 3 after already having directed the Season 2 episode Judge, Jury, Executioner. He also returned as a zombie in the episode The Suicide King, after portraying two different zombies in the first season. In November 2012, Glen Mazzara announced that Ernest Dickerson would direct the season finale. After the conclusion of the third season, Mazzara will step down from his position as showrunner and executive producer for the series, in a mutual agreement by both Mazzara and AMC. The press release read, "Both parties acknowledge that there is a difference of opinion about where the show should go moving forward, and conclude that it is best to part ways." Webisodes: Following the Torn Apart series in 2011, another set of webisodes titled Cold Storage was produced and debuted on October 1, 2012, prior to the premiere of Season 3. Talking Dead. A second season had been commissioned in May 2012. To coincide with the marathon of the show, a special episode was aired in July 2012 following the marathon's end, featuring a tour of the various prop sets used in the third season, as well as cast crew interviews, and a snippet of exclusive footage featuring the newly introduced character Michonne. Episodes. Home media releases: The third season was released on DVD and Blu-ray in Region 1 on August 27, 2013, in Region 2 on September 30, 2013 and in Region 4 on September 25, 2013. Special features include 8 feature Etisa Rising Sun, Evil Eye, Gone, but Not Forgotten, Heart of a Warrior, Michonne vs. the Governor, Making the Dead, Safety Behind Bars, and Guts and Glory. 5 audio commentaries, for episodes Killer Within, Say the Word, Made to Suffer, The Suicide King, and This Sorrowful Life. Also included are 13 minutes of deleted scenes across 6 episodes. The third season was also released in limited edition Blu-ray packaging, a replica of the Governor's Walker Head Aquarium as seen in Season 3. The limited edition packaging was designed by Greg Nicotero and sculpted by McFarlane Toys. References. External links. Official website, list of The Walking Dead episodes at the Internet Movie Database, list of The Walking Dead episodes at TV.com.